defensive setup tested too much. So they've been called back for the most part. Forced into the depths of their sight hold. They're perfectly fine to wait this one out. Doki, in the meanwhile, tries to go, making a play in through Death's Door. Ends up getting caught out there, is able to return a little bit of damage onto Diaz, but the double nade comes through for Benja. Finishes off the health pool of Diaz and then knocks Spirits down outright. The combo for G2 here is going to bring them back into the round now.
Big pickups, but Doki with some serious contributions inside of the site. He's down players. It's up to Yaga now after Alamau will clean up that body. Yaga's been forced out as well. He's still in rotation over here on the red stairs. Nitro Cell graced the top floor, but nothing comes from that nice little shot there. So we'll move to games. Yaga might have the timing. Here it comes, pre-fire through. Oh, and that's a huge mistake from Benja. Doki, though, he might have it. He's going to step up. Yaga shuts him down. Oh, my. Another ping to confirm. Yes, he is indeed in this corner. Alamau, lots of damage off onto him. Benja's actually going to go down to DS. Still locked up. Spirit somehow has made it away from this. The ace of Blur dropping the angle there. Spirit's getting away. Now Doki is going to be the lone soul over on bench. Some preventative maintenance in the corner on Statue as well, but Doki will rip it away. Spirit's down. DS, he now has to try and consider this himself. But where's Yog? Where's the assistance on these angles? The plant's going down in concrete. He's got somebody over in Trophy. It's going to be Yog inside the bathroom. The duel needed. Alamau to shut down DS. This is looking like a G2 round all over.
G2 with full control of everything except the kill on Yaga, and even that won't evade them for too long. Doki to lock it down, quickly rebounding after the first round loss here forward. As Doki completes his wrap, back over into Pantry with the pinch now set up. The rest of the team ready to move out from Red Hall. No additional counter pressure from the living room side of things here. As now we see the rest of G2 ready to move forward, ready to dodge into this one. And Blair thinks he's safe, but it's certainly not the case. Diaz just gets away with one for free because his position's not checked. A second will evade him, however. Doki continues to frag on entry, working his way up through that Pantry spot. Yaga and Gomez are all that's left. Still in the fight, though, and now equalizing it with Gomez picking up the frag on Doki.
Some space right outside of Laundry. Bench has got the counter here as well. Inside of Memorial.
Going in.
We'll be able to pick up the case of Virtue. A lot of damage off onto him. No smokes here, but Gomez has the means to try and make some angles, make things hard. They don't know where he's going to potentially come from. Yaga's going to drop into a Claymore, though, and this makes it a one-on-one. Gomez stuck in China. Oh, but he gets around the wall. Able to take out the last G2 member. M80 looking fantastic right now. Verticality as well here, too.
Kino with that most recent pickup there. It's going to find Blur getting the next one here as all the defense melts down, save for Kino. And Spirits will only be able to hold kind of a reverse position now on this site as they take control of the study and top main stairs. Usually the first thing the attackers get, but right now we're working with the opposite. As Kino finally sniped out there. Spirits has been able to wiggle his way back into the depths of bar inside of games. So at least have that for a moment. But once again, Doki swinging back around, works his way up the main stairs, shuts out this round. And G2 yet again excel to put themselves one more step forward here. But can they keep it? G2 has already been on the rebound for a few of these rounds here. They're potentially going to try to take Connector in a second, but never mind. Unfortunately forced away from that one. Gomez is just able to line up for yet another kill. This time against Virtue. Spirits and Yaga with two more as well. And man, just an absolute shutdown to come in here from the M80 roster right from the beginning of the round. It's going to be just as difficult, if not harder, to recapture things for the defense. But Spirits with a nice aggressive swing gets the better of Doki. He's not ready for the fight, gets pressured into a corner, taken down. Benja missing a key component of this defense, though didn't realize Yaga had already gone down the staircase. He grabs one, but Alamau trades it back with an aggressive push forward at Death's Door. The Izami gonna potentially try to play out against that. Learns her lesson, though. It's Kino currently playing her. Quickly backs up once he realizes Alamau is just way too trained on this angle.
It is a 3 versus 3 as well, so M80, although they've been able to back off G2, this is where they just have to hold the angles and keep them at bay. Force them into bad fights just like this. Blur hops the window, trying to help Virtue on the other end. Had to try and make a play on low time, not much time to try and adjust. And they drowned in this ocean. Down here. It's a strong angle though. Fantastic rotation. That's the thing about this, is if you flirt with it too much, you're more than likely going to get taken out. Spears with a great find as well. Knows that Alamalva still has to be in the neighborhood. Takes out that late rotation. Nitro Cell down, and still plenty of time here. Kind of premature for G2. Case is going to be in Diaz's hands. They'll finally be able to get Gomez up, but no plant opportunity. There's the big play there. Triple kill for Spears as he'll take down Blur. It's a 2 versus 1. Spears with the Overwatch, though, a quad for him, and one of the biggest rounds that we've seen from him on the entries here. The Yana play getting it done.
There's no stopping it. Gomez is waiting for the call, already having worked them into Laundry. They're going to try to swing this through as well. I think waiting until they get into the actual site room to make the call for the swing in, but Virtue gets one out on his lonesome. Gomez gets countered on the hop in too. It is not panning out at all from M80, but they've already committed. There's no peeling back. The mistake has been made, and now they have to deal with the consequences as Yaga's left alone in the 1v5. Doki and the rest of G2 still perfectly fine in their positions, at least for the immediate moment, but could be shaken very quickly over the next few seconds here. Doki forced back in to help out with the sight hold. They rotate towards that. Flash is dumped out from M80 to try and make their play forward also, as they're going to work their way into it. The hop up from Diaz gets them into the site. No sign of a plant just yet here, as they're still trying to work the room for it, but G2 responding in kind, able to hold on strong here. Looks like trading, or at least attempting to trade their way to a win, but M80 might be making things work. Never mind though, denied in the dying seconds of the round, as G2 have the hold instead. Only one off now from tying us up at 5-all. So we'll just send the rest of our players in. Problem is, there is another element to this that has not been tested yet. Doki, as you guys have probably just noticed, sitting over in Pantry.
Doki is dastardly when it comes down to
menace.
these timings, man. He plays his timings so well. He knows that they're going to try and reinsert here, but he gets another big pickup, and not only that, but it's Spirits, John.
These pixel-peeped angles against them. Man, Diaz not even going to hear that one. Alamau just deleting his teammate from existence.
Silent but deadly.
Kino's left wondering just what the heck happened there. More importantly, what the heck do I got to position myself for to not get hit by that same thing? As he tries to wrap around into it. Yaga will try to take up a new position, but Kino, I believe, falls to the same exact thing, if not a similar position. Blur finishes things off. G2 with a defiant stance now. Tie us up 5-5.
Do have some breaching charges, but past that, can be quite worrisome, given the fact that G2 had the man advantage. Gonna steal those words right out of my mouth, Gomez, aren't you? Take out Benja, almost able to collect Virtue as well. Look at how hard that 5.52 commando hits. Hit him twice in the legs, John. Almost kills him. Virtue blows Yaga sky high. They'll reclaim what was once theirs, as this man advantage will go back.
15 seconds to go.
Kino is going to lurk his way in here now, try to play this on his lonesome. He'll be caught out by Blur. Another player dropped as well. Diaz, the final one to fall, as G2 complete the set now, complete the comeback, and they'll get up onto map point first because of that.
Looks like this might be their map after all, and in regulation.
Certainly looking like it might be the case here. M80 down to 3 now, rushing to make up the difference.
Yaga killed Kino!
They line up, so unfortunate. You can't really blame Yaga. They just get jumbled up in this situation. Yaga, an unfortunate headshot against his teammate. That could be the start of the end, and indeed it will be as the flank comes through for Benja. He gets a quad to end map number 1 as G2 come back and shut it down. 7-5 in regulation.
The pressure points of G2 setup. Going to try and work their way into Laundry, which is the harder side of this coin. We've seen this go wrong for a lot of teams, but it's going to begin right here for M80. Big kill, though, for Benja. This will at least slow it down for the time. Case is going to be on Kino. They have to quickly try and find some space for this. The Goyo will go off. That's going to delay a lot of time here. Those are 20-second canisters. A rush through from Kino. He gets up in the face of Benja. Doki drops him behind. He now has case control. A huge play from him. 2 versus 1. Bring it back under for Kino. Yaga has the overwatch. Alamau, he doesn't know where this is going down. They're going to move around, go for the kill. He's got the pick. And now he just has to play inside the corner. Yaga, he moves. He rotates. Alamau shuts it down. The Brazilian god in EU cleans it up. Set her up as a 3 armor. Just haven't seen her nearly as much when it comes to the entry game. Blur's going to get a big pickup onto Gomez. Some damage back onto Benja as well as Alamau. Spirits now getting into this, and Virtue will get it from down low. G2, they're keeping the back door wide open in case there's a rainy day. Bring the dogs back inside, G2. They'll smoke 3 members of M80. Try and bring it back towards site. A lot of different angles to play into this as well, as Yaga will be able to pick up 1.
Yaga tries to work himself up to the top of white. G2 more than ready for this challenge, though Doki still standing defiantly in the way of this one. Yaga to find the clip of Blur at least, so M80 still staying in the fight. How prominently is still yet to be seen here with Diaz literally stuck. Oh, Doki! Looks the wrong way. Working on rushing himself upstairs, trying to get the trade when Doki's finished off, it looks like. No, he'll be caught too as Yaga has his own counter flank. A triple now on the round from Yag. And the confirmation onto Doki along with that Virtue. All that remains, but he's gonna crack shot! 2 in a row for him on the heads as he saves it in the clutch for G2.
Torched up a little bit depending on the skin that you're playing. Stuns in now, that was M80. They've been stalwart in this position, John. They haven't wanted to really progress here. G2, they found a lot of very good positioning, but Ben just sends it into small tower. He gets restless, and he's dead because of it.
Gomez with a second here as well, brings G2 down to only 1. A triple on the round from Gomez. Blur in the 1v3 here. Trying to find the right timing for this peak, but it's the big swing from Gomez again. Quad on the round for him.
G2 constantly just waiting at the door. Not even opening it for him. Keeping it shut, dead bolted. Keep the board across the 2, John. This looks like a zombie apocalypse in G2. They're hunting Nazi zombies. Oh my.
Not really gonna work out all that well. Flash dump lands directly on top of Doki, and he's in the corner waiting for that to fade away.
Oh, he gets curious though. What do we know about curiosity? Well, it kills the cat. Doki's down for the count. It's a 3 versus 3. Doable for M80. Minimal time remain though. Nice shots here from Yaga on the entry, able to deal with the Attic player, but now this is where the rest of G2 needs to stand tall once again. Diaz down, big kills here for Al out of the SMG-11, and he might be the Reaper here for M80. Yaga, he doesn't have time. M80 can't get it done yet again.
The clone from the Yana, so it does not reveal the hold just yet. Diaz as well with a top crunch on this one. It is going to be difficult, mind you, for Alamount to pull off that type of performance. That many players attempting to crunch him out. Spirits and Gomez, and Spirits again for a triple already on this round. Just walk through the G2 defense, if you can even call it that. Unable to put much pressure back onto M80 whatsoever here, and Spirits once more claims that final kill also. Otherwise, M80 will be more than ready for the challenge against them here. Have not been able to put the right foot forward. Yep, that may also be part of the plan inside of this execute. Flashes and the works coming forward, but Yaga, like I said, ready. However, Alamau gets a very unsuspecting trade. Gomez goes unnoticed, though, in the depths of construction. He'll be able to pick up 1 as well. Still alive and in the fight also is Doki. He'll reduce down to being the last player standing here for G2, trying to clutch it out 1v3. It's looking good for M80 to lock this one down, but Doki's still going to give it his all as he tries to forge himself into a clutchable area. Goes back in, grabs the case, now going to try and work himself towards the plant, but ends up swinging the angle while still mid-reload. Diaz ends it instead. Still looking to try and cause some problems on his own regard on that lurk, just unable to isolate out the M80 individuals so far. One dodged away, scopes in onto it. Gomez brought down low. Ben just not convinced he brought it down low enough, though. Spots, I believe, that Valkyrie camera as he rotates away. And Doki is going to get confirmation on 1. Virtue with another nade toss-up from below. Also, ditches Yaga, gets rid of him. Only 2 left alive for the defenders, but they're still fighting back. May not be able to stop this plant from going down, but Kino certainly keeping the fight alive. Benja hiding amongst the corpse of his teammate, or at least the injured body of his teammate, is able to steal back that trade.
Oh, Gomez, trapped on white, droned as well. Practically impossible as the cross is being held. G2 get their advantage back here. So they're up 2 rounds.
Anything coming from G2 in that direction, they're executing entirely from backstage. So we will need to see Diaz rotate to that accordingly. I believe he has just caught onto it. He's gotten the call from his teammates, so he's going to look to get in the way of this one. But the plant now starting to go back down. It's a hard repeat for Diaz, so the plant is going to be clean here. Just not enough presence in the back of the site. 2 more frags, make it 3 for G2, and they're well on their way to the 2-0 shutdown now. G2 now starting to peek in themselves. The Autoclone in first, just to try and figure out what the layout looks like here as they move forward. And now Alamount rushing it forward. The flash in. Did he get him, though? He's not sure of it there. He has the hand in front of his face, but it's not going to be enough of an indication. He didn't have enough confidence to swing it forward. Ends up going down, and the rest of the execute falls with it. M80 hold the line. Blur is left as the last player standing. A 1v5. The first damage of the round from G2 only just now being claimed. This is not realistic for Blur. M80 looks like they're holding on to lock down the basement. in a flawless round hold. Against M80 as there's no smoke. No one keeping any crucial utility in the pocket, save for maybe the Nitro sitting on DS there.
There it is, Gomez with a big find, and he's actually going to run out for it, and he's no! Gomez! No,
this
Gomez!
Is so awkward. What is going on?
Oh my goodness! Am I casting Valorant? What is happening right now? It was ridiculous.
Dashing out, dashing back in, past another member of the G2 attack that was also on cams.
Oh,
Benja gonna sink one of the final two remaining as well. It just does not get better for M80. So unfortunate to see the run end like this, but it's not technically over yet. Spirit's alone here in the 1v3. That's the clone going down first from Doki. Damage already found against him. They have the intel, and they have the shot to knock him down. G2 close it out in 2-0 fashion and get themselves back onto the main stage of the 6 Invitational.